I am Nona. Marcus. Jupiter. Behold the thread of the golem, who believes himself to be Jupiter, king of the gods. A simple earth elemental, bound to a statue of the god Jupiter. This creature has no inkling of his true nature. He believes that he is what he appears to be, and so believes that someone, perhaps another god, is responsible for his lack of memory and power. To claim this power, this fate, is why Jupiter seeks to challenge Thanatos, the Lord of Death. For he believes that the power of Thanatos will not only restore his memories, but also his godhood. Jupiter versus Aki. Fate, look! A battle royale! Fight!
Who's thy god king, eh? Come on, spit it out! Who's thy god king?
Aki is restored. And with that, this thread is concluded.
Demon versus divinity equals dead demon.
Jupiter has vanquished Aki. Jupiter versus BraveHoof. And so is revealed, prepare for combat! Fight!
Let this prove to thee, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that Jupiter is Jupiter.
BraveHoof is up. And with that, this thread is concluded.
Who is Mother Nature to the King of Gods?
Jupiter has vanquished BraveHoof. Jupiter versus Cason. Now gaze upon the belly of the Leviathan. Behold the threads. Fight!
Cut above.
Who's thy god king, eh? Come on, spit it out! Who's thy god king?
Cason is restored. And with that, this thread is concluded.
Hail to the King of Gods, baby.
Jupiter has beaten Kara. Jupiter versus Narcia. And so is behold the threads of fate. Fight!
Let this prove to thee, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that Jupiter is Jupiter.
Narcia is restored. And with that, this thread is concluded.
Behold, accursed Gorgon! Jupiter has defeated
Jupiter
thee!
has defeated Narcia. Jupiter versus Marcus. And so is revealed the Ice Cave. Behold the threads of fate. Fight! Critical block.
Let this prove to thee, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that Jupiter is Jupiter.
Marcus is restored. And with that, this thread is concluded.
Even thy ego is no equal to a god.
Jupiter defeats Marcus. Jupiter versus Volcanus. And so is revealed Jupiter's garden. Let fate unfold. Fight!
Let this prove to thee, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that Jupiter is Jupiter.
Volcanus is up.
See me trick.
And with that, this thread is concluded.
Thy toy was no match for a god.
Jupiter defeats Volcanus. Jupiter versus Bast. Fate looks a battle royale. Critical blow.
Let this prove to thee, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that Jupiter is Jupiter.
Bast is up.
Godlike stature.
And with that, this thread is concluded.
Yes, Jupiter told thou Jupiter was a god.
Jupiter defeats Bast. Jupiter versus Jupiter. Now gaze upon. Here is fate. Fight!
Jupiter's lightning! Jupiter's thunder! Let this prove to thee, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that Jupiter is Jupiter.
Jupiter is restored. And with that, this thread is concluded.
In case there be any who doubt, the winner is Jupiter.
Jupiter has vanquished Jupiter. Jupiter versus Thanatos. Now gaze up a battle royale. Fight!
Who's thy god king, eh? Come on, spit it out. Who's thy god king?
Thanatos is up. Time is running out. And with that, this thread is concluded.
Perhaps now thou knows not to mess with Jupiter.
Jupiter has vanquished Thanatos. And so it came to pass that the golem succeeded in his quest. The mockery of Jupiter did indeed overcome the might of Thanatos. And lo, with the power of the Lord of Death, the golem did indeed become divine. Any who doubted that divinity met with a scythe, and humanity was fated to tremble under the heel of death, gone mad. I am Nona, Miss Marcus, Kara, Behold the thread of the Valkyrie, Kara, she who is born of battle. While with the Norse pantheon, Kara and those like her would comb the battlegrounds and bring the worthy to drink and fight in Valhalla. Seeing these warriors test themselves against one another awoke the same urge within Kara. She set out across the world to pit her skill and spirit against the greatest opponent she could find. It is her quest for challenge, her fate, that brings Kara into conflict with Thanatos, the Reaper of Souls. Surely, if she could defeat death, she could take on even greater and grander foes. Kara versus Narcia. Let us now behold the Ice Cave. Let us watch. Fight!
Don't stay down. Come on, get up! Get up and fight me.
Narcia is up.
Skybreaker!
And with that, this thread is concluded.
Nice fight for a snake in the grass.
Kara has beaten Narcia. Kara versus Aki. Now gaze a battle royale. Fight!
Don't stay down. Come on, get up! Get up and fight me.
Aki is up. And with that, this thread is concluded.
Eyes have it, I win.
Kara has defeated Aki. Kara versus Bast. Fate looks upon the Colosseum ruin. Behold the threads of fate. Fight!
Don't stay down. Come on, get up! Get up and fight me.
Bast is restored.
barking dogs.
Kara has vanquished Baz. Kara versus BraveHoof. And so is let us watch. Fight! Critical block. Critical block.
Don't stay down. Come on, get up. Get up and fight me.
BraveHoof is up. And with that, this thread is concluded.
Yes! That fight was just incredible.
Kara defeats BraveHoof. Kara versus Volcanus. Fate looks upon the... Behold the threads of fate! Fight!
Don't stay down. Come on, get up. Get up and fight me.
Volcanus is restored. And with that, this thread is concluded.
I beat him despite his steely gaze.
Kara has beaten Volcanus. Kara versus Jupiter. Fate looks combat extraordinaire. Fight!
What, are you crying? Dry those tears right now. There's no crying in combat.
Jupiter is up. And with that, this thread is concluded.
I certainly rocked his boat.
Kara has beaten Jupiter. Kara versus Marcus. Behold! Fight!
Don't stay down. Yeah. Come on, get up. Get up and fight me.
Marcus is up.
And with that, this thread is concluded.
Like they say, cheaters never prosper.
Kara has beaten Marcus. Kara versus Kara. Fate looks up a battle royale. Fight!
Make it work. Doors of fury. Skybreaker! Don't stay down. Come on, get up. Get up and fight me.
Kara is restored. Time to break out. The battle ends in 3, 2, critical blow, 1.
And with that, this thread is concluded.
I won that fight on a wing and a prayer.
Kara has vanquished Kara. Kara versus Thanatos. Let us know. Here is fate. Fight!
Don't stay down. Come on, get up. Get up and fight me.
Thanatos is restored.
And with that, this thread is concluded.
Out of the jaws of death comes victory.
Kara has defeated Thanatos. And so it came to pass that the Valkyrie completed her quest. Kara did indeed slaughter Thanatos, and in keeping with her fate, Kara eagerly awaited the next foe to fight. But she had bested all the heroes and legends of the land. There were no more foes to fight. Or were there? Kara was a creature of simple needs, to always find a greater challenge than any she had faced before. She cared not for the office of death and the duties that came with it. She left Earth behind and sought new foes to face. What would become of mankind without death minding a store? That, my friend, only time will tell. I am Nona.
BraveHoof.
Behold the thread of the Minotaur, BraveHoof, the defender of nature. Created to be a monster within the labyrinth, BraveHoof escaped to the forests, where he at last found peace. However, as one who is born for conflict, any peace he finds is fleeting, especially when technology and civilization continue to encroach upon his beloved forests. It is his search for peace, his fate, that brings BraveHoof to confront the god of death, known as Thanatos. For if he slays death, the Minotaur will use the power he gains to destroy civilization and force mankind back to nature.
BraveHoof versus Aki. Let fate unfold! Fight!
I try to be calm. To give peace a chance. But you make me so angry.
Aki is up! And with that, this thread is concluded.
Just say no to abomination.
BraveHoof defeats Aki. BraveHoof versus Narcia. Fate looks upon. Behold the threads of fate. Fight!
Live and let live. Being good to one another. Stop taunting me!
Narcia is up! And with that, this thread is concluded.
So much for that snake in the grass.
BraveHoof has beaten Narcia. BraveHoof versus Volcanus. Fate looks. Behold the threads of fate. Fight!
I try to be calm. To give peace a chance. But you make me so angry.
Volcanus is restored. And with that, this thread is concluded.
Yes, yes! Tree hugger beats tree killer!
BraveHoof has beaten Volcanus. BraveHoof versus Kara. Here is fate. Fight!
try to be calm. To give peace a chance. But you make me so angry!
Kara is up! And with that, this thread is concluded.
Nature says that horns are better than wings.
BraveHoof has vanquished Kara. BraveHoof versus Bast. Now gaze upon Jupiter Combat Extraordinaire. Fight!
Live and let live. Being good to one another. Stop taunting me.
Bast is up. After that, this thread is concluded.
Sorry, animal sister, but it's the law of the jungle.
BraveHoof has defeated Bast. BraveHoof versus Marcus. Behold the threads of fate! Fight! Critical block.
Live and let live. Being good to one another. Stop taunting me.
Marcus is up. And with that, this thread is concluded.
The man couldn't keep me down.
BraveHoof has beaten Marcus. BraveHoof versus Valeska. And so is revealed. Here is fate. Fight!
Money shot! Nature's spear!
Blinding light! Blinding light!
Live and let live. Being good to one another. Stop taunting me.
Valeska is restored. The seconds do pass. The battle ends in 3, 2, 1. And with that, this thread is concluded.
I take no bull from the undead.
BraveHoof has defeated Valeska. BraveHoof versus Jupiter. Combat extraordinaire! Fight! Critical blow!
Live and let live. Being good to one another. Stop taunting me.
Jupiter is up.
Jupiter's lightning. Behold.
And with that, this thread is concluded.
I walk the walk and beat the rock.
BraveHoof defeats Jupiter. BraveHoof versus BraveHoof. And so, behold the threads of fate. Fight! Critical blow.
Live and let live. Being good to one another. Oh. Stop taunting.
BraveHoof is up. And with that, this thread is concluded.
That was an awesome experience. Thanks.
BraveHoof has vanquished BraveHoof. BraveHoof versus Thanatos. And so, here is fate. Fight!
Holding my anger.
Critical block.
Live and let live. Being good to one another. Stop taunting me.
Thanatos is up. The seconds do pass. Critical block. Fate will decide. And with that, this thread is concluded.
Death has been taught to respect the natural order.
BraveHoof has beaten Thanatos.
And so it came to pass that the Minotaur succeeded in his mission. BraveHoof did indeed overwhelm Thanatos. In keeping with his fate, BraveHoof did use the power of death to kill civilization, slaying all the various works of man, his weapons, his wheels, and his homes. The Minotaur returned mankind to nature, certain that they would embrace the path of simplicity and peace. But mankind, that most restless of animals, has never been content to leave things as they are. BraveHoof sought to force mankind off the road of progress, but his fate was to simply goad humanity into racing down that road at a faster pace. Nature, human nature that is, had won in the end. I am Nona.
Market. Narcia.
Behold the thread of the Medusa, Narcia, a cursed gorgon. Once, she was the most beautiful woman in all the world. So beautiful, she became the lover of Poseidon, god of the sea. But her vanity angered a goddess, and so she was cursed, with an appearance that caused her former paramour to loathe the very sight of her. Now she is a bitter and hateful creature, such as only a demon could love. It is because of her curse, her fate, that Narcia seeks to defeat Thanatos, the god of death. For she believes that with the power of death, she can break the curse and once again become the ultimate object of beauty and desire.
Narcia versus Bast. Let us watch. Fight!
Ha! You silly fighter! I told you, no? I told you where you lay.
Bast is up. And with that, this thread is concluded.
You are history, little kitty cat.
Narcia defeats Bast. Narcia versus Aki. Now gaze upon, behold. Fight!
Stop staring! You are no match for me. You stupid person! I bear my fangs at you!
Aki is up. And with that, this thread is concluded.
Ha! The nasty demon thing is no more!
Narcia has defeated Aki. Narcia versus Kara. Behold! Fight!
You silly fighter! I taught you, no? I taught you where you lay.
Kara is restored.
What a rush!
The second, and with that, this thread is concluded.
How did you like that challenge, you stupid tomboy?
Narcia defeats Kara. Narcia versus Jupiter. And so is revealed as a battle royale. Fight!
You are no match for me. You stupid person. I bear my fangs at you.
Jupiter is up.
Behold! Brother be gone!
And with that, this thread is concluded.
The statue is defeated, as I knew it would be.
Narcia has defeated Jupiter. Narcia versus Marcus. Now, let us watch. Fight! Critical block.
You are no match for me. You stupid person. I bear my fangs at you.
Marcus is restored. Time is running out. Fate will decide! And with that, this thread is concluded.
A man is no match for a real woman.
Narcia has defeated Marcus. Narcia versus Volcanus. And so is revealed, behold the threads of fate. Fight!
That machine! You are no match for me! You stupid person! I bear my fangs at you!
Volcanus is restored.
See me trick!
Lightning light!
And with that, this thread is concluded.
So much for your automaton, you sad little tinker!
Narcia has vanquished Volcanus. Narcia versus BraveHoof. Prepare for combat. Fight!
You are no match for me! You stupid person! I bear my fangs at you!
BraveHoof is restored.
It is too cold in here!
Critical block. And with that, this thread is concluded.
So much for this savage beast!
Narcia has beaten BraveHoof. Narcia versus Narcia. And so, let us watch. Fight!
I spit on you!
Critical block.
Next one! Lego! But I am you! You are no match for me! You stupid person! I bear my fangs at you!
Narcia is restored.
Here I come! Shoot, fly away!
And with that, this thread is concluded.
I I am better even than myself!
Narcia has beaten Narcia. Narcia versus Thanatos. Now gaze, let us watch. Fight!
Stop!
Critical blow.
Ha! You silly fighter! I taught you, no? I taught you where you lay!
Thanatos is restored. The seconds do pass. The battle ends in 3, 2, 1. And with that, this thread is concluded.
Through that, I will be beautiful again!
Narcia has beaten Thanatos.
And so it came to pass that the Medusa did achieve her desire. Narcia did indeed conquer death, and in keeping with her fate, Narcia did claim the power of Thanatos, and used it to restore her beauty, and was confident that now her former lover, the god Poseidon, would fly back to her side. But she would soon learn that appearances can be deceiving, for while Narcia was now again beautiful, Poseidon had moved on to another, and while as death, she possessed the power to stop hearts, Narcia lacked the power to change them. And so, as the god of death, Narcia often saw Poseidon with other mortal women, but never again reclaimed the place at his side she thought her beauty would assure. An ugly truth that Narcia had to face. I am Nona, Miss
Marker. Thanatos.
Behold the thread of Thanatos, god of death. Thanatos is a god, an angry, angry god. For when Jupiter, the king of gods, disappeared and stripped the others of most of their power, an additional insult was done to Thanatos. For you see, he was no longer the lord of death. An imposter had taken his place. And it is his place, his fate, that brings Thanatos to hunt down his other self. For Thanatos is determined to reclaim his role as the god of death and show this imposter what a vengeful god truly is.
Thanatos versus Volcanus. Let us now behold the prepare for combat. Fight!
No!
Get up from there! Foolish creature! Before you get your death.
Volcanus is restored. And with that, this thread is concluded.
And the construct shake thy suffers a real death.
Thanatos has vanquished Volcanus. Thanatos versus BraveHoof. Let us now behold the Colosseum ruins. Behold! Fight!
Get up from there! Foolish creature! Before you get your death.
BraveHoof is up!
You asked for it.
And with that, this thread is concluded.
He signed his own death warrant.
Thanatos has defeated BraveHoof. Thanatos versus Jupiter. Now gaze upon, let fate unfold! Fight!
I am death, fool. You are supposed to fear me. Don't you read the papers?
Jupiter is up!
Behold!
And with that, this thread is concluded.
Ah, as if a deluded piece of rock could best Thanatos.
Thanatos defeats Jupiter. Thanatos versus Valeska. Now gaze upon the belly of Battle Royale. Fight!
Blinding light! Blinding light! Crushing star!
Get up from there. Foolish creature. Before you get your death.
Valeska is up.
Blinding light!
The seconds do pass. Fate will decide. 3. I've forgotten more. Thanatos is restored. 2, 1. And with that, this thread is concluded.
She had a bone to pick with me. And lost.
Thanatos has defeated Valeska. Thanatos versus Narcia. Now gaze upon, behold the threads of fate. Fight! Critical blow.
I am dead, fool. You are supposed to fear me. Don't you read the papers?
Narcia is restored. And with that, this thread is concluded.
All things die, especially ugly things.
Thanatos has defeated Narcia. Thanatos versus Bast. Now gaze up. Let fate unfold. Fight! I am wrong. Inferno! Critical blow. I am wrong.
I am dead, fool. You are supposed to fear me. Don't you read the papers?
Bast is up. Inferno! Time is running out. And with that, this thread is concluded.
Ha! So much for your 9 lives.
Thanatos defeats Bast. Thanatos versus Marcus. Fate looks upon the ice cave. Behold! Fight!
I am dead, fool. You are supposed to fear me. Don't you read the papers?
Marcus is restored.
Feel the roar!
And with that, this thread is concluded.
Even your ego fell before the power of my sight.
Thanatos has vanquished Marker. Thanatos versus Aki. Fate looks upon. Behold the threads. Fight!
I am dead, fool. You are supposed to fear me. Don't you read the papers?
Aki is restored. Time is running out, and with that, this thread is concluded.
He fought to the death. He...
Thanatos defeats Aki. Thanatos versus Valeska. And so is Let us watch! Fight!
Blinding light! To the bone!
Get up from there! Foolish creature! Before you get your death.
Valeska is up! Critical blow!
Blinding light! Wheel cutter!
And with that, this thread is concluded.
She had a bone to pick with me. And love.
Thanatos has defeated Valeska. Thanatos versus Thanatos. Fate looks upon the Gate of Hades.
You asked to dice with death, and I'm rolling sixes.
Let fate unfold! Fight! Critical blow.
Get up from there. Foolish creature. Before you get your death.
Thanatos is up. Critical blow. Time is running out. And with that, this thread is concluded.
He played dead, and now he really is.
Thanatos has beaten Thanatos.
And so it came to pass that Thanatos attained his goal. He did indeed defeat the false Thanatos. But behold, this was all the work of Jupiter himself. His supposed disappearance, the stripping of the other god's power, the false Thanatos, these were all a joke. A mighty jest Jupiter was having at their expense. But Jupiter forgot that not everyone has a sense of humor. Jupiter tempted fate by playing Thanatos for the fool. And Thanatos tempted fate by taking his revenge upon Jupiter for the slight. And so fate yielded to temptation. Jupiter, as king of the gods, was linked to the rest of existence. All threads were bound to his. And so when Thanatos cut the life of Jupiter, he cut the tapestry of life itself, and brought about an end to all that was.